Well, there's the way my week ended last week. I mean, that belt just went pop. And of course, we've had rain. I got to mow some grass, but that's on the back burner because with the rain, I've got other issues. So we're going to do some hickbilly work today. Grass, have to wait till tomorrow, maybe. Be right back. I thought I'd shoot some video on this. This roof started leaking a little bit last winter. I thought I had it figured out, but it's bad. Sheeting's bad, which is really weird because I did this whole roof 2007 after I had a little tornado, and I replaced one piece of sheeting and the rest looked good. 30-year shingles aren't 30-year shingles anymore either. These shingles are horrible. It's part of a greater plan, but I got to get this thing quit leaking. I got a ceiling in the living room and kitchen fixing to fall down. We're getting ready for a remodel. That's the big picture. But this has to be fixed. I walked up here a couple weeks ago and found it was soft. I still don't see how it leaks though, because the shingles and tar paper ought to fix that. I got water coming in somewhere. See how much I have to tear off to make it work. It'll be a patch on the shingles because I'm going to do a metal roof over. So I thought I might film some of this hickbilly stuff. I'm not going to pay somebody to do what I do myself, but I can see a bad spot from here. I think I see a bad spot down there too though. I don't know how it could be happening. Except it seems to be these vents are leaking some, and I got help from the stupid cat. I don't need help from the cat. Oh, by the way, it's earth contact, so getting on and off the roof's a little bit easier than some. So I'm going to tear into this thing and see what we got. Well, there's the culprit. That vent was leaking. Has been for a while. It rotted away the tar paper, and that's our issue. Don't know why. It's obviously, I guess, something I did when I put it together the first time, but I don't know. I'll do it different this time. I'll probably use some tar. Not supposed to, but I will. I just went ahead and tore the vent up, don't care. I'm trying to do as little destruction as possible here. Get a little surgical because I'd like to just replace this one 4x8 sheet. So I'm going to get a tape measure and kind of figure out where this edge is. I see the bottom edge. I'm also going to have to get underneath the roof cap, which is going to be an issue. So what you need to understand is I'm not a carpenter, but like most people, I don't have the money to pay somebody to come in and do this. I can do this myself with the help of the stinking cat. I'm going to go get a tape measure, find out where my parameters are on that 4x8, try to take it out, clean everything up, go to town, get a new piece of plywood, get some more tar and some shingles. I don't care what it looks like. I want to patch it, keep it from leaking, because again, I'm planning on a remodel of this house and the roof is part of it, because this 30-year roof is not lasting very well. So that's where we're at right now. I am not a carpenter. People are going to point out with this video and with my remodel stuff I'm going to do how bad I am. I get it. Helpful tips are always invited though. Well, there's the demolition about an hour and a half later. Instead of trying to replace a whole sheet, I just cut back to the good wood. I couldn't see any reason to go further. One rafter has a little bit of water damage, but I think it'll be okay. It's just maybe barely a 1/4 inch in, 8 inches long or so. My plan, again, I'm not a builder. My plan is to scab in some 2x4s for additional bracing, because obviously I went past my most solid contact points. That's going to be tricky. I'm going to get some cold drink and take a little break, but I'm going to scab in some 2x4s, square up my frame, 1/2 inch plywood down, and then have to buy a whole roll of tar paper. That's going to be fun. What a waste. And probably just one bundle of shingles, and then try to get the shingles back. I don't care what it looks like. And I'm a hot, sweaty mess. It's a beautiful day, but it's hot up here. I'm going to I don't care what it looks like. That's a hickbilly thing. It don't matter as long as it doesn't leak. My plan for this roof in the next reasonable period of time is a roof over with metal. I guess the shingles aren't as bad as I thought once I've been up here, but the amount of sand in my gutters is amazing. But part of my video thing here I'm going to do is where I'm going to do a remodel of my house. It's going to be a slow process. I'm going to do as much of it myself as I can. But this here had to be fixed first. We had a gusher of water come in there. Now, still not really sure why. That vent cap was leaking. I don't know. It was still down solid, but somehow I was letting water in, and from the vent cap down for that, 2.5 feet was just horrible. Don't know why. I didn't try to take it off pretty. I put a new one in, and truthfully, I guess you're not really supposed to. I'm going to tar the heck out of everything. Old-fashioned roofing tar. And, I swear to gosh, it looks like it's going to rain. And I throw a piece of sheeting over it and hope for the best. This sure looks like, go look at the radar. Man, that looks like rain. Of course, I ain't never worked on a roof any amount of time in my life without it raining. And I've been up here, I total on this thing maybe 2.5 hours a day. And off in the distance, that sure enough looks like rain. I guess I better plan for it. It's pretty amazing. Went in the house to check the weather, and it absolutely showed 0 rain on radar, no chance of rain on the day, and it rained for about 5 minutes. Didn't hurt anything, but still it rained. Just shows why I have a lack of love for technology right there. Speaking of which, my lack of love for technology, also besides breaking the belt on the mower last week, had 2 vehicles in the shop. Both of them reading codes that I can't fix, I can't diagnose, can't work on. One come back okay. It just had a plug wires falling out, had a tune-up done kinda, and it's okay. My wife took her car in it, same thing, started coding, making noises, all this modern crap. She went to pick it up and they hadn't fixed it. They hadn't fixed everything. They did an oil change and fixed one sensor. He said he didn't see the rest of it. So it's still at the shop. And then she didn't get the belt for my mower because she was mad and forgot. Life's wonderful. Just keep on keeping on. Hope I don't ruin my camera. Oh my gosh, getting all tarred up. I am a mess, but for now I'm done. Well, there's rumbling in the distance. Heavy thunderstorms on the way. And ain't nowhere near beautiful and ain't perfect. I'm so hot I can't hardly breathe. I'm going to go ahead and get something cold drink, and after I get some gasoline and wash these hands off, that's the only thing I know is going to work. Well, there's what we were trying to dodge right there. Hadn't been that bad, but it's still raining, which is, again, a good thing. We've been pretty dry here. So what that did, that made me hurry up some things, but I'm not making excuses for the kind of work I did. I really should have taken off at least 4 or 5 layers of shingle all the way to the edge of the roof. That way I could have tied them all back in, but they don't work the same, so I didn't care. Truthfully, again, instead of paying somebody $1,000, $1,200 to come fix this thing myself, I did it. It's been raining for a couple hours. Hopefully it's not going to leak. I don't know why it would. I did use tar. You're not supposed to use tar on these kind of things. You're supposed to do a good enough job overlaying, overlapping. It's what I did. This will be a complete roof over, hopefully in a year or 2 at the most, as I do a remodel of my house. So there you go. I don't know if it's going to make any kind of video. I am not a carpenter. I just do what I do. The way hickbillies do stuff. Do it myself. Now I'm going to do a remodel of my house, and I may video some of that or all that too. I don't know. I don't want no drama, but I've never done some things I'm going to do. Basically going to tear my house apart and rebuild things. And if y'all like this, I'll bring you along maybe. So that's it. It does not look good. It's not professional, but if it works, that's good enough for me. It's good enough for my pocketbook. It didn't hurt so much. That's the way we live our hickbilly life. Thank y'all for watching. God bless.